ALYSSA, tell me how your music career all started.
Well, I've loved to sing ever since I could remember, like since I was 3 or 4. My parents would like dress me up and make home movies of me singing, and I hated it because I was so shy and I never liked singing in public until my junior year of high school. I started, because I went to a private Catholic school, so I started singing for the masses for school.
Did you know you always wanted to be a singer?
I grew up in a family of musicians, so it was a normal thing for me, but I never took it seriously. Like I never thought, hey, I should, strive to be a musician or a singer. Like I just didn't think it was possible.
I know that you grew up very shy. Do you think that affected you in any way?
When you love music so much and you practice it for so long, you get used to it. I mean, I still get the butterflies before I go on stage, but I'm used to it.
I also heard that Pharrell Williams came and was trying to look for you for a record label. Tell me about that story.
My mom's pretty good at skimming over messages just in case they're important, and she was skimming over my MySpace messages one day, and one of them was brought to her attention. She called me into the room and she was like, "Who's Pharrell Williams? It says here that he's interested in your music." So I was like, what? I was skeptical at first, but then there was a number in the message and we got in contact with the label directly, so it was pretty awesome.
Who asked you to drop everything and go to London?
When I signed with Pharrell, with his label, they sat me down and they really got to know me as an artist, and I told them how my influences were Jason Mraz and like a lot of artists from Europe. And the guy that produced them, his name is Martin Tarifi, so I knew right then and there that I wanted to work with this guy.
You traveled with Lifehouse and Chris Allen. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was my first tour, like ever, and I was really grateful because being my first tour, that's a pretty good first tour for traveling or touring, opening for Lifehouse and Chris Allen. It was also a really big learning experience. I had to learn, this much in like this amount of time.
After working with Lifehouse and Chris Allen, does that make you want to strive for working with other artists? And if yes, who?
Oh, definitely. I look up to Taylor Swift. I respect her songwriting a lot, and we're both kind of the same age, and we play guitar, and we're songwriters, and we're both girls, so I think we'd write an awesome song together.
How does it feel to have so much support from your family, especially driving you through your music career as it starts off?
There's so much support, especially because my family, my dad's side, they're all musicians, so they're just like, go, go, go. They're so excited for me and happy for me. They've been musicians for years, so the fact that someone in their family is doing something and putting their talent out there, and they're just really happy for me and proud of me. And my brother's actually my drummer, so it was really awesome to have him on tour.
Being Latina, have you ever faced any kind of challenges that you've had to overcome in the music career?
Not at all. Pharrell and like the label people, they're embracing it, and they really like the fact that I'm Latina. And it's funny, I get mistaken a lot that I'm Filipina, and I'm like, no, I'm Latin.
And ChicaGirl magazine is all about inspiring and motivating young Latinas. What kind of advice would you like to give young girls that maybe want to follow their dreams just like you did?
I would say put yourself out there, don't be afraid. If you have talent, just show it to the world.
Hey Chica Girls, I had an amazing time speaking with ALYSSA BERNAL. She's a local of here in San Antonio, so be sure to check out some of her work coming up. And we will see you next time. Thanks.
Bye, Chica Girls. Thanks.
If I get lost